Former President Donald J. Trump embarked on a high-stakes tour of the Gulf Arab states today, a trip laden with both opportunity and risk. The Middle East is grappling with escalating crises in Gaza and Iran. The timing of Trump's visit underscores its significance as he seeks to reassert American influence in the region. The former president will be navigating a complex web of alliances and rivalries aiming to strengthen ties with key Gulf partners. Trump's itinerary includes visits to Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar. This trip marks his most significant international engagement since leaving office. It comes at a time when the Biden administration has been perceived as less engaged in the region. Trump's return to the diplomatic stage has been met with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The world is watching closely to see how this diplomatic gambit unfolds. The stakes are high for both Trump and the Gulf states. The outcome of this tour could have significant implications for regional stability and U.S. interests in the Middle East. The former president is known for his unconventional approach to diplomacy. It remains to be seen how this will play out in the current geopolitical climate. Trump's agenda in the Gulf is as ambitious as it is multifaceted. At the forefront is his desire to secure substantial investments from the oil-rich Gulf states. He aims to channel these funds into U.S. infrastructure, defense, and clean energy projects. Estimates suggest he's seeking up to $1 trillion in commitments, a staggering sum that reflects the scale of his ambitions. Beyond economics, Trump seeks to reassert U.S. leadership in the region. He aims to restore strategic trust with Gulf allies, a bond that some argue has frayed under the Biden administration. He has been critical of Biden's policies in the Middle East, particularly the administration's approach to Iran. Trump's visit is also expected to focus on countering Iran's growing influence in the region. He has long advocated for a hardline stance against Tehran, and this trip provides him with a platform to reiterate that position. He has criticized the Iran nuclear deal and has called for increased pressure on the Islamic Republic. The former president's trip has already generated controversy, with reports suggesting he accepted a $400 million jet from Qatar for personal use during his travels. This has raised ethical concerns and questions about potential conflicts of interest. Trump's visit unfolds against a backdrop of heightened regional tensions. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a perennial flashpoint, has flared up once again. Renewed violence in Gaza, with intensified Israeli airstrikes, has further complicated the situation. The timing of Trump's visit, coming just days after Israel delayed a major offensive in Gaza, suggests a possible link between the two. Adding to the complexity is Iran's nuclear program. Tehran continues to enrich uranium at an alarming rate, edging closer to the threshold of weapons-grade material. The Biden administration has been engaged in indirect talks with Iran to revive the nuclear deal, but progress has been slow. Trump's visit, with his hawkish stance on Iran, could potentially derail these negotiations. The Gulf states themselves are not immune to internal challenges. Saudi Arabia, the regional powerhouse, is grappling with its own set of domestic issues. The UAE, known for its economic dynamism, is seeking to diversify its economy and reduce its reliance on oil. Qatar, meanwhile, is trying to navigate its relationship with its neighbors, particularly Saudi Arabia, after a years-long diplomatic rift. Trump's ability to navigate this minefield of regional tensions will be crucial to the success of his trip. He must balance his own objectives with the sensitivities of his Gulf hosts, a delicate diplomatic dance that will require all his political acumen. As Trump embarks on his Gulf tour, the potential outcomes remain uncertain. His visit presents both opportunities and risks. On the one hand, he has the chance to strengthen ties with key Gulf allies, secure economic benefits for the United States, and potentially even play a role in de-escalating regional conflicts. On the other hand, his presence could exacerbate existing tensions, undermine ongoing diplomatic efforts, and further complicate the already volatile situation in the Middle East. Expert opinions on Trump's trip are divided. Some analysts believe that his personal relationships with Gulf leaders could pave the way for breakthroughs in areas like trade and security cooperation. Others caution that his unpredictable style and tendency to make unilateral decisions could backfire, leading to unintended consequences. The next few days will be critical in determining the success or failure of Trump's diplomatic gambit. His meetings with Gulf leaders will be closely scrutinized for any signs of progress or setbacks. The world will be watching to see whether he can achieve his ambitious goals without further destabilizing the region. One thing is certain, Trump's Gulf tour is a high-stakes gamble with far-reaching implications. The outcome of this diplomatic high-wire act remains to be seen.